Okay, cool. So let's dive into a very neat thing that we have inside of Bare called Bare scripts. So a Bare script is really just a bash script, right? A bash script is you have just like here in the terminal, you can say normal bash things like echo hello, right? And it's going to print hello. And then you can also, inside the Bare context, you can do things like OpenAI chat, hello, right? And then get the AI's response to you. Now, it'd be really cool if we could take some common, thread or chain of events and save our own scripts to run down the road. And we can do that in Bare. So how we do that is we hop over to our var folder again. And here again, we're working with a rec file. So we save our scripts in these rec files. So I don't have any scripts right now. I've just got a blank rec file here. And I'm just going to add a new script. And so I'm going to give it a title. And let's say, let's call this poem emailer, right? And for the contents of this, we're going to do something in rec files where you can have multi-line column data, essentially. Now you can do all this like as one line, big one line, and since it's a bash script, actually, you can literally have it as one line. You can say like echo hello, and then have the semicolon, and then say echo hello again, right? And then have the semicolon. You could do it as one big line like that. But to make things a little bit more readable, we're going to use this rec file format for having new lines. And how you do that is you just say plus and then space. And now we can have line 1, line 2, and so on. And that's going to be all within the same record, right? So essentially just multi-line content here. So poem emailer. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, let's see, we're going to get the weather, and then we're going to make a poem about it, and we're going to email that to someone, right? And imagine that you're emailing this, and you want to trigger this bare command, and just say, okay, run this command, go through this series of steps. And in this case, we're going to be emailing about the weather. So let's save the weather response into a function, or save the response of the function into the weather response. And we're going to call it weather Asheville, right? And remember, this is just a bare, command here, weather Asheville. And we're putting it inside of the $, and that's a subshell for bash. So now we've stored weather response. Let's go ahead and do some more. So let's now say OpenAI chat, and we'll say, please write a short poem about the weather today. And then you can, specify like weather, right? And then go ahead and pipe in weather response. Right. And then we're going to save that as the poem, right? So poem equals, and then put that in its own subshell. Right. Let's see. Poem, and then we're going to email it. So now finally we go email to, and I'm just going to email it to myself, Matthew@groveos.com. And I'm going to say subject is today's weather poem, right? And the body is going to be the poem, right? Cool. So now we have that script ready to go, right? So how we how we call these scripts in Bare is we say interpret, because we're interpreting the script, right? And we're going to interpret poem emailer. Right? Just specify the title. And so we went ahead and ran that. And what we should get back is a little postmark email. There it is. And so let me dive into my email. Okay, cool. I got the poem here. So let's go ahead and dive into this. And ooh, in the sky, the clouds play peekaboo. The sun shines through with a warm hue. Okay, cool. So it sounds like it's kind of partly cloudy out there with maybe a little clouds, but we've got some sunlight kind of peeking out as well. So pretty cool. Pretty cool that we can have these Bare scripts and then run them, automatically. Cool thing about Bare scripts and Bash scripts in general is that you can have these things called positional arguments. So if I say 1, right, and I say 2 here, this is making it more of like a dynamic, programmatic poem. So now I can say something like poem emailer, New York, right? And again, I'm going to email it to myself, right? So I wonder what the weather is like in New York today. We're going to find out. We have, upon the canvas of the sky, partly cloudy hues, the sun's warmth, gentle infuses, temperature climbing. So yeah, pretty cool. We can kind of dynamically apply things. So imagine you're working somewhere and you have these reports that you send out. You could create a script for the report and then fill in the little variable details. All right, I've got this report and today I'm sending it to this department. So, interpret report, put in your dynamic fields and then press enter and then let the script kind of handle all that work for you. And as Bare has more and more tools over time, these things are going to become more and more powerful. And then remember, at the end of the day, these are just Bash scripts. So you can just, put whatever kind of Bash script you want in here, right? You could even take a look at this, right? If you're really getting sophisticated with this, you could create, right, your own shell script here and say, let's say, my script.sh, right? And here, right, I'm gonna do like a raw script. We're gonna say user bin env bash, and we're going to say echo hello there, right? And we're going to we're gonna get the weather because this is let's say we're still making a Bare script here. Weather Madrid. And so this should just say hello and then weather Madrid. Now the nice thing about this is, right, I've got all the syntax highlighting, and what you can do here is then say, right, you can say eval or bash, right, rather. You can say bash, let's say, where is it? .home/var/home my script, right, .sh. Right. So you can have these scripts just living somewhere else and manage them at your own, however you want to do in your own environment, and then go ahead and run it. So again, I named it poem emailer still, but it says hello there, and then got the weather, right? So that's pretty cool. Love Bare scripts. Go have a good time with these. As we have more features surrounding Bare scripts come out, we'll update with more videos. But yeah, in the meantime, have a good time and have a good day.